Day in the Life, Christmas TV, Volume 2. Let's get it. All right, guys, here's where I start every single morning, whether it's all season or pre-contest, and it's get a big thing of water, and then we're gonna make some warm lemon water with some glutamine in it to really aid my digestion, set me up in the right path to have a clean liver and really process nutrients optimally. So the new 1-ingredient granite supplement, L-glutamine, I'm gonna do 1 scoop in here and then 4 ounces of warm water out of the Keurig. The great thing about these are, look how long that's why you can always find it. Now, cool little trick for warm water. You don't put a K-cup in there, shut it, at 4, and then it's gonna spill out hot water. So don't think about using the microwave or heating the sink up. And of course, with an Avengers cup, can't help but be anabolic, right? Believe it or not, this is really refreshing to me. The first few times, it's kind of weird to get used to because it's so bitter and sour, but it's something to actually look forward to in the mornings. Now we mix up some things to help my brain and heart function optimally. Granite neurostim, it's gonna lock my brain in for what I'm about to do work-wise. And then we have some vasoblast, and that is for the lactotripeptides. So this is gonna help increase circulation throughout my body so that hopefully we don't run into any issues with clotting or blood clots. And as we all know, the importance of that as a bodybuilder for what we do. So 1 scoop, 1 scoop. This is both blood orange. This just tastes absolutely incredible and a great way to start my day off. This does have some caffeine in it, so it'll give me a nice little bump to start my morning. All right, with it being the heart of contest season, that's the reason I'm up so early, right? So I roughly get up between 4:15, and that is simply because I need to get up and get to these client updates, especially the ones who are international. Because to me, that's something I pride myself on, is my services response rate. And if you're a competitor, I got to get back to those check-ins because we need to modify cardio, modify your supplements, or even really tinker with the food for that day if it's going to be a load or I'm going to push you harder. So I'm up early, but what I want to really stress here, I was in bed at 8:30 p.m. last night. So I'm up early, I'm not going to miss any sleep, and then I'm still going to catch a nap today. So cumulative sleep is huge in my opinion, but I slept dead asleep 8:45 to probably 4 o'clock this morning. So if you look at that time range, it's a good chunk of sleep, then I'll catch a nap later. So time to knock these updates out, and then we'll go downstairs for some mobility work my abs, and really set my day up to be successful. I'm telling you, do this shake. It tastes delicious. Even if you don't get the benefits of all the supplements, it tastes amazing. Another great thing about being up so early like this is it gives me an opportunity to really respond to all my YouTube comments, because that's something I really take pride in, right? Unless you just leave a dirtbag comment, which I'm usually going to delete, I respond to everything. If you ask me a direct question, I answer it. The same with my Facebook, same with my Instagram. I do my absolute best to, if you have a question, I'm going to answer it, because when I was young coming up in this sport, like, we didn't have all these opportunities, right? Like, you had to pray one of the big guys in the gym would talk to you so you could ask them an intelligent question. Unlike now, where you have access to so much knowledge. So I try to do my best, because I had a ton of really great mentors as a young kid that helped guide me and get me to this point in life. So it's my way of giving back. All right, morning work caught up, at least temporarily. So now what do we do? The same cup that I took my Neurostim in, we're going to put 10 ounces of water in, and then mix up my greens drink so it's ready when I get upstairs to smash while I make meal 1s. Unlike most greens drinks, this tastes amazing. So I give credit where credit's due. Little Dave showed me these. When we were in Pittsburgh, I was smashing one of these every freaking morning with him, and they taste amazing. Unlike most greens drink where you want to gag and throw up, this one's good. So more ice on top, shake it up, put it by the stove, and I would drink this while I make my first meal. All right, so since this is leg day for me, I don't have formal cardio, but before I do all my mobility stuff, I want to get nice and warm, because I've just literally gotten up, drank a couple of shakes, and typed on the computer. So I'm not really warm, and I don't really believe in stretching a fully cold muscle and body. So nothing crazy here on the Peloton, 5 minutes. If it was warm outside, which it is not here in Virginia today, I would just take the dog for a walk to get her some exercise and just get me moving. But today, Peloton, it's cold. I don't feel like bundling up, if I'm being brutally honest. So 5 minutes here, I'll respond to Instagram messages, probably do some silly rant. And then we are in the back room here to knock out some abs. So after that cardio warm up, I have a mild sweat going. I'm right in here to do my abs. So I want to knock that out before I hit on my stretching. This is going to also continue to just warm my body up before the mobility work. So I had the banded crunches today. I'm doing sets of 20 to 25, immediately dropping down and doing these Bosu ball crunches. Now, if you look here, the banded crunch is all about contraction, contraction, contraction. Then I'm over here to this Bosu ball crunch where you notice I'm trying to elongate my torso, meaning the distance between my belly button and my sternum are lengthening. I vacuum in, make my stomach as small and tight as possible, and up to a 10 out of 10 contraction. So 20 reps there. I'll do 3 total rounds. And by that point, my abs are thumping. So a lot of times people will say, oh, Chris, what ab exercise do you do? When I'm at home, I'll do this 4 to 5 times a week, most likely 5 times. This is for my lower back health. This is for my ab development and strength. But then it's also, again, just to think about my waist control. So that's something in bodybuilding we really have to put an emphasis on, is keeping our waist small. So to me, lots of body weight ab exercises. So I'll do the crunch, the banded crunch, I'll do hanging leg raises, I'll do leg raises, reverse crunches, all those at home with no weight. So with this band, it's a little bit ahead of resistance, but it's not a lot. It isn't like I'm doing weighted crunches with 150 pounds at the gym. It gives me just enough to push against to create tension on my abs. So 3 total rounds here, then we're over to the So Right and foam roller. Next up, So Right. So I'm gonna put this on my hip flexors to start. This isn't gonna look sexy, so it doesn't look hard, but this is extremely beneficial, again, back to my spine health. So what we want to think about here is I'm going to put this right at my hip flexor, drive down, deep breath, fully load the hip flexor, and just drive this hard plastic into them. And that's going to help because I stay seated so much at work all day. I have to ensure that my hip flexors are still not tight and always fully shortened from being in a seated position. So lay on it, around the hip flexor, and then I'll just fully relax my body. All right, now, next up, I just moved down into my abs. So I'll put this right where my obliques meet my abs. And then again, fully sink into this. And then we'll move up one more time. Right there. On to the rumble roller from Elite FTS. We'll start with my quads, then we'll do my back. So since I have legs today, I'm gonna make sure my legs just feel good and loose. I know none of that stuff that I just did looks sexy, but if I want to maintain the integrity and health of my lower back, I do it. When I was in my 20s, I neglected this like crazy, and I really feel like I paid the price. So I'm catching up in my 30s and into my 40s, and I'll do this the rest of my life, right? So this roughly took me 20 minutes, but what it's doing in terms of the health of my spine and body and how I feel, leaps and bounds worth that 20 minutes. Do this, do it regular, you won't regret it. Now, upstairs, do an interview with one of my pros, and for the Mountain Dog site, pretty excited to get into this. Here we are, another check-in. Now, I'm gonna stress to you guys the importance. This check-in from Kina is every Friday between 5 and 5:50. Always, like clockwork. So again, that's why we're on here. We're gonna check it out. As you can see, she sends her photos and the same pictures in the same light. So I can compare it year to year, week to week, month to month, to make sure she's progressing, whether that be up in the off season, meaning body weight while keeping good condition, or pre-contest where the body weight and body fat's coming down, maintaining size of the goal. So the importance of regular photos, regular lights, regular update times are crucial for the success of your program, to where what you ensure that your money is spent well, so I can give you the best service possible. Good morning, Mountain Dog family. I am fortunate and blessed to have an amazing client of mine, Kina Squarey, and she is IFBB Pro and now transitioned to full-on women's bodybuilding. And welcome, Kina. How are you?
I'm great. And yourself?
Exceptional. It's early. It's 5:30. I've already done all my morning stuff, and we are filming for YouTube and the Mountain Dog site, so it's a great day. All right, it is time to eat. But first, greens drink. I'm telling you, this is so freaking good. I look forward to it every day. Vegetables, it is fruits, it's probiotics, and it's some milk thistle in there. So it's got all the nutrients to really start my day off. And it's a great, I'm having this on an empty stomach before meal one, so my body really absorbs all these nutrients. So let's get into making this glorious breakfast, as it's one of my favorite meals. So we're gonna start here with 40 grams raw measure oats, 2 packs of Splenda, super basic pumpkin pie spice. We'll put some in now while it's dry, and then some on to top at the end. And then lastly, some just pink salt. 4 ounces of chicken. Oh, Chris, you're only eat 4 ounces of meat? Well, yeah, I'm gonna pair that with a cup of egg whites. So I'd like to shred this up. And we'll put this in the pan to just crisp it up with the egg whites. And we're gonna do 300 milliliters. We'll drop that first before we add the whole egg and the chicken. The best eggs on the market. Yes, they're more expensive, totally worth it. Spray with avocado oil spray, and that's because this cooks well under high heat. We'll add the egg whites. Now, while those begin to cook, we have some cinnamon raisin Ezekiel bread. We'll do 2 slices of that today, right in the toaster. All right, so I get a tablespoon of almond butter. So I'm gonna do 8 grams in the oats, and I'm gonna do 8 grams on top of the Ezekiel bread. Well, first we'll top it with a little bit more pumpkin pie spice. Then we're gonna measure out 8 grams here of this. That's 7, 8, perfect. And then all I'm gonna do is just stir that up, letting that cold almond butter mix into those oats. This is gonna be glorious. So I'll let this cool for about 15 minutes while I make the rest of my breakfast so I don't burn my face off. A little bit more spray, add the whole egg. Oh, look at that yolk. You see how glorious that is? Oh my word, yeah. And then we'll put the chicken right on the side here, just like that. So you saw my breakfast. Here's Daxton's muffin top, protein shake. Here you, buddy. All the morning health supplements. You wanna know what I take? Here it is. It's a long list. So 2 granite fish oil, 1 D3 by True Metabolics. Discount code CEdmonds10 for all this health subs. These are the best on the market. Doctor made, doctor prescribed. Liver, 3. Joint care, granite. Same discount code, CEdmonds10. Make sure you keep your wife happy. True Nutrition, New Ethics, Estracort is to keep my estrogen in balance. 1 cap for my gut health. 2 of these, Gut Defender, New Ethics. 2 for my heart. 3 for my kidneys, for my adrenals, and then for my metabolism. Do you need all these? No, but in order to keep healthy, I'm gonna continue to pound these. It is time. I'm ready for this glorious meal. Pills first, then everything else. I know that's a pain in the ass, but I value my health. And if you just saw me serve that little boy breakfast, I want to be here when he's 20, 30, 40 years old, like my dad is here for my brother and I. So I make that a priority. I know it sucks. I know it costs money, but it's one of those things I'm investing in my long-term health. And to me, I'm just refused to sacrifice that. Look, time to eat. Oh, almond butter toast first. How your plates and bowls should look after you eat a meal. No scraps left behind. Stop leaving food. If I see one more video or picture of my clients leaving like 10, 15 grains of rice in a bowl, I'm gonna come shovel that shit into your mouth. Now I want to make my intra-workout supplements. So the only difference between this video we'll post here where I talk through everything in detail is the additions of these 2 new granite products that I'm able to talk about now. So this is highly branched cyclic dextrin. So this will replace my intracarb. And then over here, this creatine monohydrate, that's just simply going to replace the True Nutrition that I use in the video. But same exact ingredients, same measurements, and we're going to do that and then make my rice. Pre-make my morning rice. So what I like to do here is I'll do 3 raw cups. 9 times out of 10, this will not be enough for my day. So I'll have to do this again before the last meal until I get fresh from my last meal. So rinse the rice, put it in the rice cooker, start it for the day. Time for a dog walk. Not only is this good for my digestion, her health, but it gets me moving a little bit before I have to sit all day at work. Time for morning coffee after the dog walk. For me, 2 Splenda, 1 scoop Granite Collagen. And while that brews, I'm gonna start making Angela's greens drink.
Always alone. You will always be there. Always alone. You will always be there. Always alone. You will always be there.
Knives are made for her, 1 for tomorrow, 1 for today, and I'll make her breakfast. All right, look at this glorious breakfast for her. 2 whole eggs, 4 ounces of shredded potatoes, a little bit of sugar-free ketchup, 150 grams mixed berries, and the green smoothie. That is a killer breakfast and made within 7 minutes. Meal number 2, 9 o'clock. So we have 9 ounces of raw, 99% lean turkey. We have some shaved carrot, mixed peppers, and all I did was spray the pan with avocado oil. And then now I need to come over, measure my rice, and get my fruit. Time to start bringing in the glucose disposal aid. 1 cap right before I eat this. We have 8 ounces of turkey. We have 250 grams of rice, mixed peppers, carrots, and then over here we have 150 grams of blueberries and strawberries. We'll smash this meal, and then 2.5 hours later, I'm gonna eat my pre-lift meal. I know a lot of people struggle with getting ground turkey down, like, oh, it's bland, it's boring. This, and we'll tag the video here on how to make it, is wonderful. All right, here we go. Pre-lift meal, 90 minutes before the session. I have 8 ounces of chicken, 300 grams of rice, a half a tablespoon of olive oil, and then 200 grams of apple. This has been my staple go-to meal for any of you longtime followers of the fan for God knows how long at this point. This goes down smooth, digests well for me, and will help give me the biggest and best pump that I can ask for. Let's get it. We're here with Chris and the Neubie to destroy my legs. I could not be more pumped. I've had a ton of carbs today, and we're gonna see how big this pump can get. We have 60 grams of white isolate here, 80 grams of cream of rice from Rice and Grinds, and 100 grams of banana, 2 Rice Krispie treats, and then 2 chocolate rice cakes, Quaker Oats. This is an easy meal, tastes amazing, and something I did forget is I have salt on that because that's extremely important after sweating from this workout today, especially finishing with parking lot lunges. Like, I was drenched. So replenish that salt, get this meal in quick. I'll be hungry again in probably 90 minutes, which is perfect. Back again, more client updates. So one of the things that when I do go train in the middle of the day like that is I typically come home to 10 to 15, sometimes 20, depending on the day, more updates or responses from updates I did before I left. So what I'll do here, I have about 20, 30 more minutes worth of work, and then I'm gonna be upstairs to take a nap. So knock this out, and then off to bed for a quick nap, and then up to drink a Celsius and play some Fortnite with Daxton. Who's gonna get to the ground first, me or you?
Me.
I'm at 500 meters. You're gonna win. All right, I'm gonna go rooftop. Got him. Got him. Oh, assist. He stole it. That's all right. Behind the tree up in front of us. Got him.
Why are they so bad? They missed all your shots.
Oh, you're gonna get us. I'm dead.
No, I gotta run. Go!
There's 4 people left.
Okay, got it.
Good. Oh, good. Another one. Get around the corner and get your health back. Oh, you can't do it now. The storm's coming. All right, listen, it's 1v1. Go chase him. You have a shotgun. Post nap, Celsius kicked in, won a game of Fortnite. Well, Daxon did. He carried me on that one. Now up to this glorious meal. These last two meals are going to build towards the night to really load me with carbs. So for arms tomorrow, I'm just splitting full. Like I will be able to grow some serious tissue tomorrow. So what we're looking at here is 8 ounces of cooked chicken, 250 grams of rice, 14 grams of almonds, 150 grams of fruit. In that rice is a half a tablespoon of olive oil, and then we have 68 grams Bowl of Gaines cream pie. Gonna hammer this, mix up some EAAs, and head to go play some putt-putt with Daxon and Chess. Cannot wait for this meal. Absolutely one of my favorites. It's big, it's hearty, and it's good. In between meals 5 and 6 every single day, I have 1 scoop of essentials. If I get a massage, I'll do 2 scoops that day, do 1 immediately post-massage, and then 1 between 5 and 6. The goal here is just the old school thinking of Milos, staying anabolic, trying to put on and repair as much muscle tissue as humanly possible. So 1 scoop of this granite, and we'll just take this because we're gonna go play putt-putt, and I'll drink this while we play. One of the most glorious meals of the day. 8 ounces of grass-fed beef, 250 grams of rice, 2 chocolate rice cakes, 68 grams brownie batter of Bowl of Gaines, and then 150 grams of pineapple. And how could I forget? Winner of the golf. Had a good day. Trained legs, smashed a lot of food, won mini golf. Daxon and I won a game of Fortnite, even though he carried me. And now eat this meal and pass out on the couch and watch some football probably. There you have it, guys and girls. Over 700 grams of carbs, a brutal leg day, and tons of client work. Won some putt-putt, so that's a day in the life of me, Coach Chris at mountaindogdiet.com. So if you like this video, like, share, and subscribe. And do me a huge favor. I literally say subscribe. We want these numbers up. We want them better. So with your help, we can do that. So, I think the biggest takeaway from this is if you notice all this food with high quality nutrients, except for probably the Rice Krispie treats that were post-lift. And it's all food that digests well for me. It's food that I eat all season, all pre-contest phase. Doesn't matter. These food sources do not change. They are the same. They go down great. They digest well for me. They cause no issues. And I'm able to get big, huge, nasty pumps at the gym. So that's the biggest thing. I know so many guys and girls out there are pumping these videos out of, milk and yogurt and dairy and just garbage, Chipotle, McDonald's, building all that junk food into their plan. That's not what puts on quality lean muscle tissue for most people. Will the genetic outliers do that? 1,000%. Anything will work for them. But for most people like you and I, we have to follow these simple principles of high protein, high carb, and moderate fat intake. We do that year after year, and we pair that with hard, consistent training. Guess what? Lean muscle tissue gets packed on the body, no matter if you're in your teenage years, 20s, 30s, or even 40s like I am. So that's what it stems from. Take notes, apply this to the food that you like and digest well, and then go home, go to the store, prepare the food, and then just start smashing it. At one time, there was no way I'd be able to eat this much food that fast in the course of a day. I just wouldn't. I couldn't do it. I didn't have that ability. Over the course of the last 2 decades, I've gained that skill because it is acquired. And now, as you can see, all that down the hatch, no problems. Honestly, I could probably eat again, but it's time for bed. It's 9 o'clock, been up since 4. Time to rest and repeat. Again, if you like this video, like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, Chris Evans.